Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Marquita Cox and Stephen McCauley. The two of you have been together for 10 years, and you two have 3 children together. You, however, do not want to be together anymore. You have some significant financial issues that you would like to resolve, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Cox, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
Okay. When I first met Stephen McCauley, he was the best boyfriend you could ever want. I was 16 years old. I was young. He was different from all the other guys I had ever been with. He just really shared a lot in common with me, so I really felt comfortable around him. And so after about a month of us knowing each other, I ended up quickly getting pregnant with my daughter. And after that, the relationship has been rocky ever since then. I ended up getting pregnant with my second child, and that's when the cheating started. He was supposedly had another girl when I was 7 months pregnant with my son. Another girl was claiming that she was 3 months pregnant by him. Never knew anything about him messing around or anything. We were in an actual relationship, living together, doing the family thing.
Raising the kids, all
yes.
that.
So I ended up going through his phone and talking to the girl. I called her phone and talked to her. Yes, me and Steve was messing around. We've been messing around now for a few months, and I didn't know anything about you, is what she told me. They had been messing around for months before I had even found out.
Ms. Cox told a very well-ordered, chronological story about your relationship. Mr. McCauley, would you care to respond?
I really would, because first off, Your Honor, I mean, sad as it sounds, when I first met Marquita, I met her through, a friend of ours, and she was a cute young girl. I had just came home from college and I wanted to meet some new people, so she came over. And the actual truth is, she got pregnant like the first week we met each other, and it was like 2 weeks of knowing each other, not a month. It was like more like a week or two. So at that point, her and I did agree. We moved in together. Like I said, after she became pregnant with my daughter, we had our differences. From that point, I mean, things just started going downhill. It was people all involved in our relationship. She was still young, I was young. We're going back and forth about, this person on the phone, that person on the phone, how much time you're spending at home. And it just got overwhelming. So I admit it, yes, I did cheat, and I was out, doing what I wasn't supposed to do at a current time in our relationship. But as I said, she's been, herself has been a cheater. I feel like she cheats on me. There's been times where I look in her phone and I see text messages and Facebook messages popping up from different guys saying how, oh, we need to go out to the movies tomorrow, or we're gonna be out, and how's your day, baby? And are you having a good day today? And I'm like, wow, these right here are messages that a man's gonna text you, because it's not no name popping up, it's just a number and some text messages. But these are men. Yeah, these aren't women or her girls calling.
Got a question for you. Doesn't anybody these days think, about to have sex, let's do some birth control? Nobody makes a trip to the drugstore, nothing. And it just doesn't seem that important anymore.
She told me that, she was allergic to condoms at the time, so I took that to my advantage and, just...
Never told him that I was allergic to condoms. We both were grown and knew what we were doing. Wow. No, we didn't. We wore protection about 2 or 3 times that we did have sex. And we both were grown, knew what we were doing. We both decided that we weren't going to...
You were 16, you weren't grown.
I'm saying, but I was grown and...
God damn it, no, you wasn't. Let her finish. You better goddamn go and let her finish. I don't want to hear it. You stop talking back. Stop talking back. That's the issue. That's why I ain't going to say all that, but stop talking back. Stop talking back. This woman trying to give you game. This is game right here. You ain't catch it. You ain't catch it, but it don't mean that you can't pass it down to the other ones, because they coming up, bro. That's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do when you're not in a space where you can receive the information. And I'ma chill on her, because it's both of their fault. It's both of their fault. We ain't going to move. Nah, we ain't going to do none of that. We ain't going to do it, but she... But not only that, not only the pregnancy, bro. Again, there's other stuff out there that you can't. I don't want to leave. I want to leave just the way I came. I want to leave the exact same way that I got. I don't want no attachments, unless they're being sent. Unless the attachment is being sent, bro. That's the only kind of attachment I want. But yeah, okay, we get it. Undefeated. They was young and yada, yada, yada. Still out there cheating. Still out there cheating, bro. That's a dangerous game. Y'all out there mixing all of that, twisting all of that, and getting and all of that. Yeah, man, be careful. Be careful. And she's intelligent enough. Let me tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she's just as punctual as she was with, oh, well, he went out on July the 13th at 12:14 a.m. And then he came home on July. Yeah, she was punctual about all of that. She's intelligent enough to know about everything that I just said. Knock it off. Knock it off, man.
Enough to know that you having sex, what that can lead to, having a baby.
Give me some examples of the type of cheating he was doing or what he was doing and how you found out about it.
Okay, my first example would be when me and him got into an argument. I believe this was when my son was probably like about 2 years old. We had got into an argument and decided that we were going to go ahead and just separate for a while. Every day that we had decided to separate, we were only separated for about a month and a half, but every day he was over my house every single night, doing the same fatherly things with the kids. He was, you know, still sleeping with me unprotectedly and making me think that this was just a small breakup, that we were just going to separate.
Cooling off period.
Right. So I ended up on Father's Day getting 2 phones put in my name. And with these 2 phones, there came a feature on the phone where you could get a service where all your text messaging and your incoming and outgoing calls comes to a online account. And so I set it up to where I had everything coming to my online from both of the phone lines. So I can see everything. All the text messages that I send out come in, all the text messages he sends out, and that comes into his.
No, you can't do that, man. That's illegal. He had to sign his signature before you do something like that. Controlling. Yeah, that's too much for me. That's too much. She know what's going on. She know. And if you gotta go through all of that to see all of that, then you want to be around to see it and be, yeah, bro. It is what it is. You do whatever make you happy. But to do something like that, yeah, I'm okay. All right. Good. Keep in touch. That's weird, bro. What you mean? What do you mean? I don't get no privacy. What again, this is my thing with it. What if I was having a conversation? Y'all know I'm golden. I'm golden, bro. You wouldn't catch me in a place like that. What if we was a group chat? We like, yeah, you know what? We gonna get the wife $750,000 rings today. I'm like, nah, bro. We might as well bump it up to $850. Might as well do $850. You know what I mean? Lamar. We just gonna chop it straight to the 8 full of mud. Yeah, that's how we coming in our group chat. Then you found out about it. I get mad and then it'll be $8.50. And it don't matter. That's just an example. But yeah, I don't like that. Bro. You shouldn't be cheating. Shouldn't be no cheating going on. We're not justifying that. We're not justifying that at all. But that's out there.
Phone. I'm reading through the text messages.
About that?
Later on, I found out, but at first, no, I did not know.
You did not
Couldn't
know.
have been because I'm reading through the text messages, and there was an out-of-town number. And when I looked through the messages, it kept saying stuff like, I'm leaving the key under the mat for you, and just different little like sexual messages that were on the phone. So I immediately called the girl.
Right.
And what she says is, don't call me, call your dude. So she hangs up the phone on me. So I called him, and of course he denied it. Later on that evening, them two ended up linking up together, and because when I called her, I didn't block my number, she had my number still in her phone. As soon as they linked up, she immediately called me. I'm saying, hello. She's just letting the phone go, letting me listen to him tell her, oh yeah, I don't really want to be with her no more. I told you where I'm at. She's just an uneducated welfare hoe, and she's on Section 8, and I don't want to be
you out from beginning to end. Did all that happen?
The incident did happen. It's a true incident. You know, I'm gonna admit
Can't
to that.
deny it, yeah.
No, I got busted, but it was just a thing where me and her were just going through our own problems, and you know, I was kind of playing back and forth because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And
how about the videos and the pictures you found of him?
It was this digital camera that he had supposedly purchased for me. He was saying, look, I bought you a new toy. I ended up going through the camera and finding pictures of the girl that I was telling you about with the out-of-town number. There was pictures in there of her dancing for him in front of her bathroom, pictures of them two actually in intercourse on this camera. Like he's using the camera for some kind of a sex toy.
No. The pictures, sexual intercourse video, I don't know nothing about all that.
Your
She
Honor,
said she's
there's
seen
pictures
it.
of him inside
She
of this
said
camera
she's
holding
seen
his
it,
thing in
so
his hand.
hey, but I can.
Man, they need to take all his electronic devices. He don't need a watch. He don't need a tablet. He don't need a smartphone. He don't need a beeper. Y'all know what a beeper is. Y'all like put it in the comment. What's the first thing you got pressed before you dial the number to the beeper? You gotta hit the beeper before you hit the number to the beeper, cause he was too busy on social media being a tweeter. This girl was really being a sleeper. But undefeated on right now, so you know I'm a keeper. I ain't popping out scaring you, baby, like Jeepers Creepers. I got that. Got that. Nah, bro, but I mean, hey, you know, this is your life. This how you want. What I don't understand, what I don't get is, bro, if you know your girl is a goddamn FBI agent, she got ties to the CIA, allegedly, this is entertainment. This is all entertainment. But if you know your girl like that, bro, then why? It don't matter how slick you clean your glasses, how much glasses cleaner you put on, and how sleek they look around, bro. You gonna get caught. She gonna find out, bro. She is going to find out. I don't know. I don't condone it. I say don't do it. Don't do it at all. But beeper, get us a beeper, right on line. Don't do it. No, I gotta stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. All his electronic devices. This nigga don't need a goddamn tech. They don't need the analog watch. Nothing.
You say that you're concerned about his lack of motivation with respect to employment and his financial circumstances.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Stephen has to do a certain type of job. If it's not a certain type of job that he wants to do, he won't do it. So when he's in between jobs, if there's another job that's hiring and it's not something that he feels like he wants to do, he just won't do it. I come home one day and tell him that there's a trash company hiring, but this particular trash company only pays you minimum wage, which was $7.50. Oh, no, that doesn't make enough for me. I'm not about to take no job jumping on and off of trucks, only making $7.50 an hour. You're not making anything right now, though.
Yeah, so $7.50 is better than nothing.
Exactly, especially when the bills are only on one person. That $7.50 could go a long way on top of the income that I'm already bringing in. So he takes all of his money and the money that he had already had saved up and puts it into a promoting company. He ended up trying to do a promotion company where he was going to promote local talent. Him and his friend ended up opening up an after-hour bar, and the after-hour bar was a bar full of nothing but nude strippers inside a big blow-up pool. It opened up about probably 11 or 12 at night, and it didn't shut down till 5 in the morning. Now, with me being with the cheater already, I'm not comfortable with that.
Did it not work out, Mr. McCauley?
Well, it's not that, it didn't work out. It's what happened is I kind of made an initial investment on some things that I really didn't have all the answers. What I did was I invested money into the wrong tools to get the company off the ground. So it caused relationship problems for us and financial situations because I wasn't making the money, but I was spending a whole lot of it.
And I get you, but I respect your entrepreneurial spirit, but while you being an entrepreneur, you still got to bring in money. $7.50 an hour is better than nothing an hour. True. And that's just what that is. My understanding is she would get her hair done as opposed to paying the electric bill.
Listen to this, Your Honor. We come to a point where my daughter's having a birthday party. Now we got this party going on, and we know, both of us know that we got an electric bill that's due.
Right.
So she wants to take and get her hair done for this kid's party that we normally have every year, but she wants to look good at the party.
Right.
It's $150 to get some micro braids done. Our bill at the time was $180. She'd rather get these micro braids done for the party than pay the bill. The following week come by, here we are, the electric company don't give me a call and say, all right, you got this amount of days to pay the bill. They come and knock at my door, boom, boom, boom. I open the door, it's a lady saying, hey, you got this amount of, you got 1 hour or we're cutting your electric off and I'm gonna sit here and wait for you to go pay the bill.
My thing is that I work every single day, so if I'm paying all the bills.
There's been times she hasn't worked. She hasn't worked. There's been a lot of times where, she's been out of work.
Yeah, but you work every single day.
Every single day, and where it's all on me. So sometimes I do get tired of paying all the bills by myself. I do get tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I do get tired of hustling and busting my butt and not having no extra money. I'm at the McDonald's at the dollar menu making lifetime decisions on whether or not I'm going to get a double cheeseburger or a quarter pounder. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm
I don't think that's funny. That's real people's situation. It's really people out here that's like that. I don't think that's funny at all. She really, yeah. My suggestion is get rid of the dead weight. I mean, chop that fat off real quick, and now you're a prime state. Now she a prime state, bro. But again, no, I don't think that's funny because they got children. They got children, so I don't find nothing funny about the lights being cut off or worrying about, oh, how we gonna make this work and that work. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. I really think that she like, I need some fucking help right now. And the fact that you ain't take any job doing anything, bro, I can't respect that. I can't respect that. Now, the entrepreneurial inspiration, okay, I respect that. Damn, it kind of like it cancel each other out. It cancel each other out because again, bro, you can be the smartest, best entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, bro, but it's gonna take time. That takes time. That takes time, but in the meantime and in between time, bro, you still got responsibilities. The children, bro. It ain't no way you gonna tell me that the light bill cut off and I'm looking at my girl. I'm looking at her like, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? She wouldn't be looking at me. I promise you that. She wouldn't be looking at, I ain't coming home. I'm not coming back home, bro. I see you when I get it. I see you when I get back and I get back with it. Then we can lay down and go to sleep. But I told her, nah, bro, I ain't going to sit. But again, Marquita, Miss Cox, it's your decision. It's your choice.
So I'm just like,
well, if you're not cool, if you're worried about how much you can afford at McDonald's, why $200 on the hair?
Because bills are always going to be there. And I feel like if he really cares, then step up and be a man. Don't wait for me to pay every single bill. Regardless if you have a job or not, you need to get out here and figure it out.
Let me tell you where you're both wrong. I wrote a book about marriage, and one of the biggest chapters was not about touching, wasn't about sex, it wasn't about talking, it wasn't about none of that. It was about money. Because money is at the bottom of a whole lot of problems. And there's a rule in the book, rule number 3, and it says, damn the Joneses. The Joneses are keeping everybody broke. You looking at the Joneses' house, the Joneses don't own that house. The Bank of America owns that house. You're confused.
He's also a liar. So
well, tell me about the lying, and then you're going to tell me about the money.
He lied and told me he was in jail. So I didn't have license at the time. I ended up calling my mom. Mom, can you take me to go get Steve? Oh my goodness, he was in jail last night. So we get there to where the jail precinct was at that he was saying. He's not even there. He's across the street walking back and forth. And I'm like thinking to myself, when they let you out of jail, they don't even let you leave unless you have a ride or something coming to pick you up. So how is he just freely walking across the street? So when I got back to the house, it still wasn't sitting well with me. I called the jail and asked them, did they have a Stephen McCauley? They asked for his social security number. Gave them all that. No, we never had a Stephen McCauley in here. Then he said, well, you know what, babe, you don't got to call him back. I wasn't really there. We was arguing and I didn't feel like answering the phone and I didn't want to come home that night. So that's why I didn't come.
So the story you told was I was in jail?
Sometimes I got to say a few things because I don't really want to tell her what's going on because her temper.
Steven, knock it off, Steven, man. Don't come in here lying. Don't come in here lying. She outsmarted you. She outplayed you. She outdid you, bro. It's cool, bro. You took the L. You took the L. But again, the smartest decision would be not to play. Don't play that game, bro. For why the fuck? How she give him your social? How she give me? She knew where you was before you knew where you was at. She knew where you was going before you even got there, bro. It's not the game that you want to play, Steven. At some point in time, Steven, you gotta look like, damn, I done lost once, twice. Let it go. You're not that guy. You are not that guy, Power. She ain't no better. She ain't no better because she keep allowing it and she be doing it too, but they doing better. Don't think y'all slick because y'all ain't. Because y'all ain't, bro. Don't say, Steven. Not built for it, bro.
It's horrible. Like, you can say something to her, she'll flip a switch in a heartbeat. It's like, You know, one time we were riding, we're coming back from a bowling alley. Everybody's in the car. I got my kids in the car. I'm in the car. I get out of the car to go outside of a restaurant to pick up a pizza for the family. As I come outside the door, I get into the car. She picks up my phone. She's on the phone. Who is this? And who would you say how you know him? And yada yada. I'm like, who was that? She hangs up the phone, hands me the phone, starts flipping out in the car. She's kicking, screaming, punching, takes the whole pizza hot and ready, throws it all in the car. Kids looking around, they don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh my God.
Did you lose your mind in the car?
I did lose my mind. I am so tired of every time I go through his phone, there's always something to find. He wants to sit and constantly talk about what I do on my phone and what I do
this
with
brother's wrong 9 ways from Sunday. He's doing the wrong thing with the wrong woman, and he's doing it all the time. All I'm gonna ask of you is don't you let that rain on your children. And every time you go nuclear in their presence, it's not good for them.
You're right, I just got tired of
And
seeing...
it won't stop him.
You absolutely right.
All right. Now, tell me about this $2,990 you're seeking from Mr. McCauley.
Okay, we were on the way to my daughter's graduation, her kindergarten graduation. We had to stop and get my son something to wear. As we're backing out of the parking lot from getting him something to wear, Stephen was the driver of my vehicle. A car that was coming this way, he backed up into, so they collided together. Because the car was registered in my name and I had no
insurance,
car insurance, they are saying that all that is underneath me now. Months after that, I start getting these letters in the mail stating that I owed $29.90. And then about 3 or 4 months after that happened, they ended up suspending my license because it was still not paid.
No, the judgment wasn't paid and they suspended
And now
your license.
I can't get my license back at all.
Mr. McCauley, what would you like to say about that? Do you believe you owe her the $29.90?
I feel like this. We were both in the same car. If that's the case, you know, it's adults' responsibility to have insurance. You know, we got some financial, responsibility.
Were you driving?
I was the driver of the car, but that's only because she don't never want to drive. It's like,
but you didn't have insurance.
She want me to be driving Miss Daisy all the time. It's like wherever we gotta go, she want me to drive, and she knows how to drive.
Did you know he didn't have insurance?
Yeah,
Or
I know that he didn't have
or
insurance.
license, but she still wants me to drive.
And you knew he didn't have a license?
Yes.
And you let him drive your car? Mm-hmm. You're bad.
Yep.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's your bad. I'm not gonna make him pay you back for that. I mean,
Okay.
you let an uninsured, unlicensed driver behind the wheel of your car. I mean,
Never had license,
I think on a moral level, why? Because you got suspended before you ever got a license.
They keep getting suspended, and then you can never get them back.
You know what I like you people? I think you do the wrong thing. Sometimes I think you're in an environment where the wrong thing pops off a lot, and you're just kind of in that wash of that environment. But you guys got 3 children together. I think you need to grow up. I think you need to learn how to talk instead of just to react. But act like, you're not getting any money for sure. But act like you got some sense for those kids. You never know. You might grow up enough that you can actually make it work. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.